Hey guys, what's up? It is Nicholas Beltran of Tackle Fishing Adventures, and in this episode I promised you guys, and I had mentioned that I was going to do a review on my brand new SS 127 from Bonafide. Guys, I am so happy that I got this kayak. Honestly, it has been it's been a thrill, fishing off of it. I've gone twice since I've gotten it, but I felt like I should do like a review video for the first time, so here it goes. So pretty much this kayak, it is 12.7 feet. It is a little bit shorter than the 13 Predator that I had, but it's not much of a difference. What we got here is a fishing machine. The guys at Bonafide did a hell of a job of coming up with this and listening to their customers and listening to other anglers to build a phenomenal kayak, guys. This kayak I've really been happy with, and I've only gone out twice. So here, you guys, if you see here, this is in the high position. This is the chair, the high position of the chair. This chair goes at many different length. Here it has two locks here, one here and one here, as you can see, and you can move it to a lower position very easily, just like that. So that's your lowest. You could also change the position either forward or backwards, however you like. If you want to go further down to the back, or you want to go upper to the front of the boat, you can do that. But I love the high position. It gives a great opportunity to view the fish and to see the areas that you're casting. So I like it there, and it has these locks that just lock right in. So I'm really happy with that. Also, what this kayak has is an amazing drawer, so you can have this little dry drawer box that they have here, which is called a drunk drawer. It really does help. It really, once you have your tackle box and you have everything off your tackle box, and you have it just sliding on your feet, it's not a good thing. It's going to be in your way of your fishing. So I really love that they did that. That's going to keep all your tackle, all your junk in that specific space underneath the chair, out of your way. So that was a really good addition to it. Also, we have here is the dry pod. The dry pod actually comes out. It has some clips here. And for right now, I have my fish finder on it, and I'm trying to come up with ideas in order to put the transducer on the bottom and keep my fish finder at the top. But this is pretty much the dry box, guys, and this thing is phenomenal. I mean, you can keep your wallet, you don't have to keep it for your fish finder or anything like that. You could just put anything that you want that you don't want to get wet. For right now I have batteries and a couple of wires and a transducer in here for now, until I figure out a way to mount this. But it's very easy. I mean, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that have done it, and they've accomplished putting all their electronics on the dry pod. And the best thing about it is that these guys had made it easy enough, and they've made more of them, so that you can go ahead and order another one. So if you want to keep this as your electronic box, you take it out, or you can just keep a box for your, another box just for your items to store in there. So this is a great addition. Now with this dry pod, you do have that gap in the kayak that it's exposed to the water. So you got to be very careful with that. So you do have a hole that's providing that dry box with a positioning that it needs to apply itself there. So also what I've done is, actually from Yak Attack, I've put in some rod holders here, some spiral rod holders on it. I have one there, and then I have a Yak Attack cup holder, which I mounted there. Now guys, this kayak comes, as you see it comes very equipped with everything an angler needs. So you have your mounts, your tracks here. You have a track over there, you have another one in the front, another one here on the side, and then you've got your two in the front here, which is awesome, because as you guys well know, Bonafide is pretty much the same company as Yak Attack, or vice versa. And the same owner, I might mention, and they really thought out all they could to make sure that the angler is well equipped as far as accessories and when you're applying any other equipment on the boat. Now here in the front, we've got a hatch. We've got a nice big hatch here in the front, and this hatch is awesome because it actually has a little wire here that keeps the dry box open whenever you have it open, and it does open on both sides. I'll show you now. Clip that on, come over here to the front, you open it this way if you wanted to. I usually use this. You can store pretty much anything in here. You know, it has its in the middle of the hull. It has a piece there where nothing will ever drag out to the back of the boat. So this pretty much for me was to store my rods. I'm sure everybody else does it. So this is my transportation for my rods and stuff. I keep it protected. That's where I have them from now. And honestly, I've literally take these rods out in the water. I've taken them out in any situation. I've taken them out, and it's very comfortable. Just opening the dry hatch here from any side, and you have, it's very comfortable to take them out. So that is a big thing about this kayak that I really love. Another thing, obviously, and I've heard this in every other video, guys, is made in USA. So you guys know that it's going to be a well built craft, and that's about it. I mean, you've got your pads on in the inside, which I love. I love those C pads that they put on. It really grips your feet and your Crocs or any type of shoes that you're wearing. Even if it's wet, you have good grip, good stand up position. And you've got your foot pedals here, which are really nice. I love these foot pads. They lock in, and you can move them wherever. You could station them wherever you want, and they also have a lock-in, so it never slips on you. And that's most of the complaints of other kayaks, is that you have the track and you have the pad, but you don't have any lock system on it. So when you put your feet, you'll see that if you move your feet, they'll come off the track and slide back and forth. But this one, you don't have to worry about that. This one's really put it in there right, and got that locking mechanism in there, so that's another good thing. Now, I mentioned the seat, I mentioned everything in the front, which is amazing, but look, check out the back of this boat. This tank well, guys, is, I think, for me, the best thing, because this is where all my equipment's gonna go. This is where either my cooler with water, cooler with ice, or a cooler with just my tackle box, or a black box most people put back here, but has these awesome bands that you can tie anything on there, and you have the choice to either tie it crossed like this or any other way, any way that you can figure out to try to secure your items here in the tank well. You can, given that they have provided all this tools and accessories here to do that. So you have that also. Now it has also paddings, and it's paddings where you can fit a black box or you can fit any other box, and it would be nicely put here, because it'll keep it nice and secure because of the gravings that these pads have. Keeps it nice and secure. You've got two scuffer holes in the back just in case water gets in, which I gotta be honest with you, not a lot of water gets in these kayaks, so that's a good thing. You also have a hatch back here, but this hatch, you can open it. I mean, it's permanent hatch, but you can, if you're gonna do some electronics back here, like you're gonna put a micro power pole or any trolley motor or a rudder system if you want, which they do sell. You can run all the, pretty much all those screws and everything from the bottom, from the inside of the hull through this hatch. So it's just easy. It's as easy as taking the hatch off, doing what you got to do, and putting the hatch back on. Something I didn't mention is one of the biggest things that this kayak is famous for is the stability. The stability of this kayak is amazing. And why? Because this kayak was built underneath with a catamaran hull. So you got a catamaran bottom, keeps you balanced in the water. And lastly, you have these nice handles that are very comfortable. You've got a rubber grip on the bottom of these handles, and look at that. it slides. My biggest thing here was that it goes back in and it's not exposed outside, so where you can like break the handle or nothing like that, which most of these kayaks have that, and I've seen them break. You got one there in the back, and then you got one run up here. This one's exposed, but it's actually really not that popping out of the kayak so much, so you have a great handle here for either rolling the kayak out of your car or dragging it on the wheels. Guys, this has been a really good kayak. I mean, this is my first ever review of a kayak, so I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions or any concerns with this kayak, and you want to figure out where you get them and all that stuff, all the information I'm going to put down on the link on this video, on this YouTube video, so you can check them out. Bonafide, guys, and I'm going to say this one more time, has done a phenomenal job on making a kayak that is right for a set person, as far as anglers and fishermen, and if you just want to use it as a recreational kayak, you can. It's built for any type of marine outing. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to be going and doing the water test, so you guys can see how good this kayak runs.